Welcome back to another video here in Pennsylvania. We're here in Chester County today, down the southeastern corner of Pennsylvania. And we're currently at the Sadsbury Woods Nature Preserve. Actually was not planning on being here today at this preserve. We were able to visit two covered bridges today. That was planned, but I was hoping to get to what's called Big Elk Creek State Park, one of the newest state parks here in Pennsylvania. It was going to be my 100th state park, but that didn't work out. I'll talk about that a little bit later. Kind of bothers me a bit. A little bit confusing as to why the trail was closed. But anyway, like I said, I got to these two covered bridges, and you know, it was a bit of a drive down here, so I went on Google Maps to kind of look around. Is there anything else in the area to check out? And this showed up. It was on my way home, roughly. Kind of just off of Route 10. Yeah, Sadsbury Woods Nature Preserve. Don't really know anything about it. Like I said, wasn't planning on being here, but they do have a number of trails here. They have the red loop, the yellow loop, and the purple loop. The red loop is about 2.1 miles, and the yellow one's about 2.9. I might do one of those. But anyway, let's go explore. Let's see what's here in this little preserve. Not sure if there's anything cool, like some old ruins or anything. Just coming unplanned, explore. And I'm also going to place a channel button out here as well, number 80. Oh boy, this will be number 81, I believe. No, 82. I just put 81 out the other day. That was a flashlight, I believe, too. But anyway, and I also have something else I'm going to stick in that little bag with it. We'll see what people think about that. I'll show that to you a little bit later here. I was going to stick that all at, like I said, Big Elk Creek State Park, but we'll find a place here, I believe, to stash it, hopefully. So here's what the trails look like. They are marked. There's the red, yellow, and purple markers for the trail. The purple loop is a much longer loop. I don't think I have time to do that today. Like I said, I did not do any research as to if there's anything cool out here to see. I mean, it's just always nice being out in the woods, but I always like going to places that have, like, you know, interesting things to do historical wise and things like that. But we'll see what's out here. Yeah, so far it's just a nice peaceful hike out here on a mild winter day. Today is January 17th, I believe today is. About 45 degrees. So this has turned out to be a nice substitute so far. I get the feeling in the spring it'll probably be a lot nicer to visit with the wildflowers blooming and things like that. So it looks like this is already what is this? It's a trail junction here. Okay, so this is where the trails actually start. This is where the loops actually start. You go that way, then eventually you'll come back this way on all the loops. The one I was just on is the one that takes you back to the parking. So let's head this way. We'll go right. So I don't have an actual map with me, but I took a picture of the map at the parking lot with my phone. But it's pretty basic. Like there's the red loop and the yellow loop, which I'll probably end up doing a yellow one. And it's clearly marked out here trail-wise, so shouldn't be confusing at all. But it is extremely quiet out here. I can hear some, like, the distant muffle of some traffic. No birds singing, no squirrels rustling through the leaves. Just quiet. I mean, it is 1 o'clock, it's like midday, so even your daylight animals are kind of chilling out a little bit at midday. animals are usually most active in the morning and late afternoon. I'm probably the one thing that's making the most noise out here as I'm talking. So still following all three trails, but I think I found a place to stash the channel button and the other little surprise, the big rock right there. It also looks like there's another trail that goes this way, but I don't think they want you going that way. So that big rock looks like the spot. Looks like there's a little side trail going right up to it. Yeah, this will work. Actually, it looks like there's a interesting feature up here too. Right down in there. Looks like it's dug out. I think I did see that there was some quarries back here. We'll have to check that out in a moment. But let's find a place to put that channel button and the other goodie that I'll place out here. All right, so here is the channel button I'll be leaving out here. It's one of these. I'd rather be camping. And it's number 82. And we're gonna place out some black licorice out here. I think I got way too much. That's not a complaint, but I got a whole bunch of this past Christmas from all of you out there. Quite a bit of it, probably far more than I should eat for myself. So I think I will share some out here in the woods with you all. I realize that black licorice is a rather polarizing topic. You either love it or you hate it, it seems like. So I apologize if you don't like it, but if you do, there's some out here with the channel button. If you come out here for the channel button and you don't like black licorice, you can find someone else who does. So, but like I said, I got a lot of that for Christmas, which I'm thankful for, but I think I'll share some of it too. Let me show you where I'm going to stash it down here. All right, so back that way is the main trail. That's where we came up, and it keeps on going this way, but we came down this little side trail because of this rock, which you can clearly see coming up that trail. You can't miss it. And then there's a little rock in front of it here. So right on the other side, in between the two, there's a little cubby hole down there underneath the rock. And that's where it already is. I'm going to stuff some leaves and sticks in there, just kind of hide it from view, but that's where it'll be. So down there it is, kind of all covered up. Hopefully the mice don't get to it. I know we had a problem with that with one of the other channel stickers. There was no food with it or anything, but a mouse chewed up the channel sticker a little bit, so that might be a problem, but we'll see what happens. We'll assume that mice enjoy black licorice, so I realize that might be a problem. You might come looking for it, and the button will be there, but the licorice might be gone. Someone else might get to it first, you know, by the time I upload this video. But if that happens, just by all means let me know. It might make a cool little story. Maybe the mice will leave some other little things behind for you probably, but anyway, but you know the drill too. You know, if you're the one that comes finds this button, and if the licorice is still there, by all means, you know, let me know, and also send me a picture of yourself finding it. That way I can share it in a future video. You know how the drill goes. All right, but also, you know, if you're interested in other merch that I do have a merch shop. There's a link down below in the description. I think there's some items that even show beneath my video if you're just interested in looking up some other stuff. All right, let's explore this feature a little bit here. We'll say farewell to our rock and the channel button and the licorice, and we'll head up this way. It looks like a main trail. It takes you right up here. It's definitely not a natural feature up here, I would say. Huh. The trail goes right along it, but let's just a quick look down here. Yeah, this is definitely man-made here. Yeah, definitely, like, I guess quarrying out some rock or something here. Alright, we'll keep our eyes open. Unless this was just bulldozed up like this. We'll see. Anyway, I'm not sure. Alright, let's keep going this way. Looks like they have some kind of little information board up here. Just eerily quiet out here. Yeah, for some of the animals. Penn's Woods. Of course, you can pause the video if you want to read all this, but I'm not going to read it all for you. But the quiet is kind of nice in a way, too. There are some decent sized trees out here too. These are tulip trees or tulip poplars. Oh, and there's a giant. Well, for Pennsylvania. It's kind of hard to tell on camera. Anyway, that gives you a little perspective how big this boy is. I guess it's not the biggest thing in Pennsylvania, but I love seeing big trees. And since this area is protected, it's a nature preserve, he'll get to get even bigger. So here's where the red trail splits off. Doesn't look like many people go that way. Heads off in that direction. You can see one lone red marker up there, but we're going to stay on the yellow and purple trail. Going this way. There are remnants of a little rock wall off this side here. Just kind of ends here. Once again, it keeps on going though. Sometimes these were property boundaries or fences or just places to get rid of stones, if this was pasture or something. Haven't seen any signs of buildings yet. We'll keep our eyes open, like I said. I'm hoping there is. But I'm not exploring the whole place today. Of course, I'll get home and do some research and find out if I would have gone on the purple trail, you would have found some cool ruins, but that's the way it is. Like this is just spur of the moment. Right, there's a tree up here I'm gonna quick check out. I think I know what it is. It's the one lone evergreen tree up here. Don't really know if they're too common in this area. I think it's an American holly tree. Let's quick check. Yeah, it's the only one. It's the one lone evergreen tree in this whole forest here, it looks like. Yeah, looks like an American holly. Similar to the holly bushes you might have in your yard by your house, but this is the wild version of them. They do have separate male and female trees. If this was a female, it'd probably have berries on it, but I don't see any, so he's probably a lone male growing out here in these woods. Alright. Don't see any women out here for him. There are several species of trees like that here in Pennsylvania and other places where the male and female trees are on separate trees, if that makes sense. Most trees produce male and female flowers on the same tree. There's some like the American holly where you have male trees and female trees. And you need both in the area to reproduce. Kind of like people. But all these other trees, like these oak trees and poplar trees and beech trees, produce, like I said, both male and female flowers. We'll keep our eyes open for another American holly. Maybe he's not the only one out here. Because I'm still thinking about that holly tree. It is possible that he's not the wild American holly variety. Sometimes, since we're in Chester County, which is, a lot of people live in Chester County, on all sides of this preserve there are towns and suburbs. there were probably people living in these woods at one point. So that's why I'm thinking there might be some ruins in here. But if that's the case, you know, that holly tree could be one from that escaped, like a seed from someone's yard or something, from a more cultivated variety too. That's possible. Or perhaps there was, sometimes in the woods when you find trees like that too, it means that there was a house there or nearby. Anyway, because I'm not seeing any others out here. Okay, now we're coming into an interesting area. Once again, this is man-made, all these rocks line up. I'm seeing some like old pieces of metal in here. Look down in there. That's old metal. Stuff in there. There's some old cable right up there. A little closer. Yeah. There's just rows and rows. Like here's a row. Up there's another row of stone. It's like they're just piled up in rows. Interesting. And you have to see more metal pieces back along this one, so we shall see. It looks like it's getting interesting. Yeah, even over there, there's chunks of heavy metal. Not the music, but yeah, and even over here, this looks like an old engine of some sort, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like an engine. Not sure. All right, well. And even, we got airplane flying overhead. And even over here, large chunks. Almost looks like a tray of some sort. More metal in there. All right, yeah, and here's where the yellow trail splits off, just when it gets interesting. Oh man. Yeah, the yellow, actually no. Yeah, the yellow trail and the purple trail go that way, but the purple trail also goes this way. Oh man, I'm gonna walk up this way just a little bit. Yeah, because it's full of just rock piles. I know there's a quarry back here somewhere, I think. Oh great, I gotta go back this way a little bit. Let's see what's up over the crest of the hill here together. Oh, nothing really. The trail goes on, but I think I might do a little more research on this place and come back and do this trail some other time. Yeah, the purple trail keeps going that way. Even a lot of these rocks out here are piled up by people. Also that feel, we were back at St. Peter's Village in that mountain with all the rocks, a little mini quarrying going on. Like all this is stacked, I mean not stacked, but like piled rock by people back here at one point. Alright, let's head back to the yellow trail. Maybe there'll be some things along there too. Well, I did find one more American holly tree, just a little baby one there. So I guess there are others out here. Yeah, but I don't have a whole lot of time left anymore today just to go wandering aimlessly around. But now that I know that there's some interesting stuff back here potentially, I should go home and research it first before I come back again. Like I said, I wasn't really planning on coming here today. So, and you never know sometimes what you're gonna find. So, whoops, branch. So we'll have to see what I can discover online about this location. Actually, I see something just down there in the woods too. Let's check that out. Yes, I was heading back to the yellow trail, which goes that way. But there's a little trail right here too, unmarked one, and there's something over here. Oh, it's just well, probably maybe just local trash. Quite a bit of it though. There's a lawnmower. Yeah. Looks like the remains of a toilet. Quite a bit of metal though. Alright, nothing special. There's an old vacuum cleaner back up there. Alright, maybe I'll just I'm just gonna quick check down here. There's a trail this way, so maybe there's something to see just down here. A quick take a look. I'm getting distracted. Alright, but I think we'll turn around here. It's definitely like some more just man-made stacks of stone and stuff. Almost like they're just piling them up for some reason or other. Alright, I'm gonna tear myself away. Even over there, there's some older pieces of metal. Like once again, this is all just placed here by people. Almost like they're getting ready to take it somewhere, or to quarry it or cut it up. I don't know, maybe it was just a dump site too for rock. Actually, well, I do remember there's a quarry nearby here, I think within the preserve, so I think on the edge somewhere. Alright, let's get back to the yellow trail. And there's another one of those holly trees. Don't see any berries on that one either. Might be too young for that too. Alright, so the yellow trail is just up here again. But it's cool that we're finding some stuff out here. When the trail first started, it was, your basic woods. But like I said, I do love to find like these little mysteries, these little, what is this? What's going on out here type stuff. Just makes it more exciting. Alright, so right up here is the yellow trail again. We're gonna head back, see if we still probably got about a mile and a half to go yet on the yellow trail. So maybe there'll be some more stuff down this way. And so once again, this is the yellow trail. We came from that way, then got sidetracked on the trail behind us. We'll continue this way. It looks like the yellow trail is kind of like the most used main trail through the preserve. We keep following these rock piles too. As always, if you have information about what's going on here, you can feel free to share it down below in the comments. Like I said, I've never been here before and wasn't even planning on coming here today either. But we're here and I'm glad we are. And of course there's another side trail going off this way. Let's just quick take a look. Just gotta ease my curiosity. Just more of these, like you can see them, even large rocks piled up. This is a well-traveled trail. Of course, it splits off. All right. Well, I think we'll go ahead and turn around, head back for now. All right. There's probably something just over the hill, super awesome that I'm missing, but anyway. And just up ahead is another stone wall. Unlike what we were seeing earlier, with all those rock piles, this has a much older feel to it. Like it was, more from the 1800s or even 1700s. Someone's property line, or oh yeah, because it goes all the way. I see it in the woods up there too. Kind of, it's like it went up and then goes down that way too. So this also gonna be like a pasture, or they like I said they make these stone fences sometimes to keep in sheep, but it kind of ends up here, so I don't know. But like I said, it's probably a lot older. I'm guessing it has nothing to do with like all that rock we're seeing back further, all that quarried, piled up rock. Yeah, I can see more of it up here too. You can see it off on the edge of the woods up there. Looks like it comes back around here too. Just down there. That's cool. Just more evidence that there's probably are foundations of old stone foundations of homes back here somewhere. If only you know where to look. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the The stone wall going down through the woods there. Keeps on going too. A little bit of it right up there. Alright. And just off to our left is another one. Another short segment. Just kind of goes down to there and ends. If that other one just keeps going. Actually, there's something. Our trail goes. Oh man. Our trail goes this way, but I am seeing something down there. I gotta check it out. That was showing up on camera. There's a. I see some spray paint down there too. I gotta go down there. Yeah, here's a trail right here. Oh, this is part of the. Okay, so there's a arrow. That's part of the purple trail. This probably takes us back up. Yeah, this takes us back up to the yellow trail. Now this looks like an old road or pathway heading down here. I mean, you can clearly see. There's just a lot of this stonework down here. And you can see it come down here. And it goes off that way. There's another one over here. This is what I was seeing from up earlier, up top there, when I said I needed to come down here. Almost looked like a foundation, but I think just more stone wall. Alright, I'm just gonna quick peek down here, see what's going on. I mean, it's definitely an old road of some sort. Going down through here. Just more little mini wall up there. I just love there for there to be some really old foundations. Like even down there, there's more stone walls down there. All right, with this split in the trail, it just keeps going that way, but it also heads up this way. Man, that's back towards where we need to go at some point. But there's these rock walls everywhere. I mean, they just go off that way too. One on either side of this old road. There's another one back further in there. So this is really awesome, actually. Yeah, look at this. This is some really nice stacked stone down here. We can see that it goes off that way, off down up that way. There's even like a little lower wall going up through here. It's almost like it is like almost like little sheep pens or something. All right. Well, I gotta keep going. I should check what time it is. See, what time is it? Hello, phone. Oh, 2:30. Okay. I guess we still have time. I just have to keep going now. Of course, not all the walls end. There's so many of them back here, though. Yeah, I've just seen so many. I mean, there's one going up there, a little one here, one back there. It's almost like these are little individual pens, too. This almost looks like it has a spring coming out of it. Water source. Yeah. There's a little spring coming out of here. Alright. Well, I need to head back. This trail is just kind of going in the opposite direction I need to be. But this is far more than I was ever expecting to find out here today. This is like a real mystery. I haven't found like house foundations yet, but there has to be something around here somewhere. I mean, some of this stone is beautiful stacked stone. Almost guaranteed that these are some kind of sheep, like pens for livestock to keep them in. Alright, back to the yellow trail. And we meet up with the red trail once again too. It comes in from our left there. So not too far from the parking lot again. All the stone walls are gone now. Actually, take it back. There's one right here. Smaller one. You can see it right there. So there's more stone walls. I wasn't going to show them to you because we've seen like so many stone walls in this video so far, but then this caught my eye though too. There's like a pit here, which almost reminded me of like a cellar hole for a house. But I'm not sure. I don't see any like foundation stones around it or anything, so I'm not sure about that. If you have any ideas, you can let me know. But yeah. Alright. Keep going. Well, we're back on the main trail, back to the parking lot. You know, what started out as kind of like a mediocre hike through the woods, at least for me, got really interesting. And there's so much going on. We found like those, piles of rocks. Like I said, I think there's a quarry back there and some of those old metal pieces and stuff. That was interesting. But for me, then we started finding all those stone walls, and that got really interesting to me. So we definitely have to come back sometime and do like a really thorough explore, see what else is down in that area. But yeah, there's a lot going on down there. There's just so many of those stone walls. That took a lot of work to make all those. All right, but anyway, we gotta get going home. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I gotta figure out what I'm doing. Teaching tomorrow, so I think I have to go hit the grocery store tonight too. But anyway, got a little ways to travel before I get there. But as always, folks, thanks for coming along, and we'll hopefully see you on the next one.